Greetings, it's Trans Kitty here to do a psychic reading for you. And I normally don't film myself when I do psychic readings. I usually just show the cards in my hands. So I felt called today to show myself on camera. And I feel like that's a message in and of itself. You know, nothing is by accident, especially when I'm channeling for the collective. So this is a collective, timeless psychic reading. And I do offer personal private readings if you're interested. All the information will be down below. I'm also a hypnotherapist and I do shamanic energy work. So if you're in need of any energetic healing or subconscious mind work with the hypnotherapy, or if you simply would like some more psychic guidance, you can book with me down below. All the information is there. So this is a love reading, timeless love reading. Let's see what Spirit wants to say for you here today. I'm using the Cosmic Tarot here, one of my favorite decks. And I mean, the first thing I'm getting, I just want to talk about the general energy that I'm feeling, because I feel like me coming on here, showing myself, is that message to take off any masks or any ways in which you've been hiding from yourself, hiding from your love interests. It really takes a lot of courage and vulnerability to show up and really be there, heart to heart, soul to soul with another, and that's sometimes why love can be a little bit challenging for people. And so I'm just really grateful, you know, for psychic guidance so that we can receive the clarity that we need through the Great Spirit, you know, channeling through us. And so I intend that this reading is going to provide you with healing guidance and clarity to assist you on your earth walk to really create the dream that you wish to live, because it's so possible. And really all of it is just about getting our energy right, and that is the beauty of using the tools which help us to correct our energy so that we are in alignment with our favorite self, with our soul self, with the one that is wild and free and already blissful and purely fulfilled and truly just is embodying that love that we already are. So let's see what else Spirit wants to say, other than just really, you know, letting yourself be seen. I know it can be a little bit scary sometimes to let ourselves be seen, but it's so rewarding and so fruitful when we can just like get over that little me story and connect with the broader aspects of life, that almost like connecting with the light, with the cosmic web in which we are a strand of, and not being so preoccupied with our little vessel, or, you know, it's like connecting with something greater, so that you can truly just flow with the river of life and allow those miracles to be done unto you and through you. All right, Spirit, what does the collective need to know, please, in love? What does the collective need to know in love? Please show us clearly. If you're new here, hi, I am Dreamfeather, also known as Trans Kitty. And I have another channel as well where I specifically do divination readings called Dreamfeather Mystic Arts. So if you're interested, you can follow me there. All right, Spirit, what does the collective need to know, please, in love especially? Ooh, the energy has been so high vibration and beautiful lately. I love this. Oh my gosh. Okay, I just love reading. I love tarot. Let's see. Wowza, these cards just really wanted to be read. Oh my gosh, this is just such positive energy. Okay, so the World card is one of the first that came out, and this is all about connecting with the universe. This is about allowing the universe to be lived through you. The World represents the fixed signs, so Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, and Scorpio. And this is truly that element almost of mastering an aspect of self, because the journey of the Tarot and the major arcana goes from the Fool all the way to the World. And the Fool is like We kind of have to almost be a fool to start on the spiritual journey because we don't quite know what's in store for us, and we have to go through all the trials and tribulations of that spiritual growth and that yoking to the divine and to something greater. You know, going through the devil energy and the death energy and the hanged man of just surrendering to divine will, and sometimes that's just us on the floor crying, giving it all up to spirit because we don't know the answers, our little ego or personal self, you know, and that's why things like these guidance is just so helpful. So I see that you are communing with the Great Spirit, with your soul self, and there's growth happening here. One of her feet are there on a flower, a rose petal, and I feel like you're coming into this place of fulfillment by your own means, like blissful by your own nature is what I'm hearing. And, you know, this woman is like almost like emitting but also receiving the stars in the sky. So that to me is like you are at this time a bridge for the cosmos and the earth, because she's connected with the stars and the earth with the flower. And she's just so serene with her eyes closed and just almost seeing more with her first sight, with the third eye, and creating her world of dreams from beneath her feet by aligning to the strength energy here is below her. And this is, Aleister Crowley has an interesting, like, way of depicting this card. It's less about, like, you know, the strength of harnessing our ego and all of that, and it's more about, I think he calls it lust in his deck, in the deck of Thoth, which is the Hermetic Egyptian deck. So, yeah, he calls it lust, which is a very passionate energy. It's about passion, creativity, life force, and creation. And it's about allowing the wild animal within you to express itself. What ways, because that is when we're most aligned with our divinity, is when we take those small steps little by little, no matter how small each day. What really lights you up, what really lights you on fire, that is where we're able to embody our most highest self, because when we're truly living that dharmic path that our soul agreed to before incarnating on this earth in the in-between life, when we're embodying our soul contract in that way, there's nothing like it. No relationship, no substance, no person, no thing can really fill us up from the inside out the way that walking our true path does. And the thing is that you don't need anyone to tell you what your true path is. It's all about what did you enjoy as a child, or what did you know, what lights you up from the inside out, what makes your heart sing, what makes your soul sing, what makes you feel like you're truly adding value and making a difference in the life of yourself and others. Go towards that is what the universe is saying, because that will allow you to be that light beam to where your counterpart can recognize you. And I see you're manifesting, you're walking away from something. There's this magician energy right in the middle of your spread. This is about attuning yourself to the elemental energy which creates the world of form. So it's not so much about making strides outside of yourself and, you know, it's about aligning the energy from an energetic standpoint, and the rest follows. So always the energy precedes form. And I see that you're in tune with this. You're so powerful. I just love this. There's the Magician there, one of my favorite cards of this deck. And he has all the suits there. He's getting his mind right, sitting down, maybe meditating at your altar, doing yoga, any sort of spiritual practice. Martial arts maybe, or like dance, I'm hearing, could be painting. Anything that really gets you in the flow and allows yourself to attune, I'm hearing, your subconscious mind with the divine will. Attune your mind to the essence of life, which is ever expanding, ever evolving, and always growing with fruit. Yes, the earth grows through that cycles and seasons of death and decay, as do we, but at the same time, she always turns the ebbing of the tides back into the flowering and the fruit. So being patient in the times that you set those seeds. And when do you set those seeds? When you're communing with your spirit, when you're meditating, when you're praying, when you're going within. This is through things like self-hypnosis, that subconscious mind work. Because again, everything inside is the first reality. We are creating literally everything we see. From a scientific standpoint, it is stated that particles don't exist unless there's like a witness creating them. And so you're getting in touch with that. Again, you have the sword for the mental, you have the wand for the passionate, fiery energy of spirit being lived through you, the animating force that makes your heart beat and, allows your consciousness to be here. The action energy, and then we have the pentacle, which is drawing down that action into the earthly realm and seeing the tangible results, making physical strides in the physical. So it's not just about the energetic. Yes, you have to get the energy right, because that is the only thing that creates the physical. But then from that inspired state of living from that place, then you take the action. So making sure to be in alignment before you take the action is just going to save you a lot of it's going to be better for you than taking action out of alignment, I will say from personal experience. And then the cups, which is our emotional aspect. So you have all those suits there for you, and of course, I feel like he's embodying the spirit because there's the 4 elements, but what's the 5th element of the pentacle at the tippy top? That's the spirit, and that's you. You are spirit creating this waking dream. And I see that you're in tune with that. You have the infinity crowning your 3rd eye there, the pyramid, which is a esoteric symbol of the Trinity, mind, body, spirit, etc. And you're beaming down that consciousness of the divine down into the earthly realms. And there's growth, again, the same rose here that the world card had, that she's touching on her feet. You're bridging that. You're bridging the divine down into reality. So I don't know what you're doing, but keep doing it because I just feel so enlivened with this energy, and it feels like light, expansive, and also very exhilarating is what I feel. The 6 of Wands is crowning the magician. This is all about success. This is victory. This is, recognition. It could be even you recognizing the love that you are. Possibly, what am I seeing? I almost see someone in the 6 of Wands. I see a fire sign looking at you. This is a Leo energy with the lion there. Could be a Sagittarius or Aries as well. But look at how he's kneeling there and his body language is pointing towards her. It's really interesting because I did a divine union reading on my other channel and we got these 2 same cards in that reading. Depicted just like this, with this card, this character looking at this woman here, almost like, this way. He's looking at her there, and she's almost like gone up an octave in the vibrational scale. She's at this karmic, she's learned a karmic lesson, and it's almost like her energy will never be the same. Take in mind, I don't read for genders. I'm simply reading the energy of the cards. I read for he, she, theys, and all in between. So take what resonates, as always with general psychic readings. And it's interesting that he's kneeling down and his body language is like pointing towards her. So I'm almost seeing like proposal energy here. But I think this character is like, he's getting the courage, and I see that he has it here with the sun energy. There could have been something you or they needed to leave behind with this 8 of Cups. Stopping that dwelling energy and focusing on what has gone wrong, and truly turning your gaze to those cups that are still waiting for you. And what's left after the 8 of Cups is the 2 of Cups. It's those 2 cups which are still that divine love that will never go away, that never ceases to exist no matter the heartache or suffering or challenge that we've gone through. That's always here for you, dears. And I see that you're ready to leave this energy. I see that you've ruminated long enough and you are going from that victimhood consciousness into victorious consciousness, and into empowerment. To go bridge that gap from those lower emotions, it takes courage, and I see that here. You have the courage to turn over a new leaf, and you have the strength to persevere, and truly learn to love yourself from the inside out, because it takes that inner love to express outwardly with another. And the sun here is right here, crowning the Eight of Cups. You're getting this illumination around that it's time to walk away, leave the pieces in the past of what didn't work, and walk into this union with the universe. I mean, what more could we ask for? Yes, we want that union with another, but what greater thing is there to feel so interconnected, so in that divine union with all of existence, you know? Because that's the energy that's going to attract a true soul counterpart. And look at the Chariot energy, Cancer energy, totally supporting you here. Again, that alignment energy, making peace and reconciling the masculine and feminine, the yin and the yang, so that you can have that positive forward momentum at a very rapid rate. This is a card of travel. This is a card of new energy ushering in by the power of your will, by the power of your I am statements. And I just made a video as well on Dreamfeather Mystic Arts, my other channel, all about aligning with the divine love that you are. It's an affirmation, self-hypnosis style, track list, playlist. It's not quite a playlist, it's like a audio recording. So you can listen to that. I really recommend listening to it right before sleep and upon waking, in those in-between states where the subconscious mind is most receptive. Because again, the subconscious mind, you know, it projects out our 95% of our reality. And so if you'd like some support in really grounding and rooting into this energy of being that interconnected, loving, peaceful, totally fulfilled being that you are, then that could be of assistance. And I was thinking of that because this card made me think of the I am consciousness. Anything that we say after I am is what is so. So that's when we have to catch ourselves when we say things like, you know, I'm so tired today, or I'm, it's like catching when we say those false narratives, which are not true. And yes, they may be true in the moment, but if you don't want to be living that energy, then shift it. You could change that to something like, more and more now I feel the energy of spirit coursing through me, so that I feel, I feel just high on life, or something like that, so it's just about reframing more and more every day now. I am full of energy and vitality. And that's just an example. But yeah, so whatever you say I am to, so you're rooting into that I am presence with this magician energy. And let's see what else is here for you with the oracle cards. Wow. I love this. There's so much growth. There's so much positive momentum. And I really feel this inner child work as well with the sun energy, because, oh wow, it says wishes come true. I feel like getting in touch with that innocent aspect of you, the one that never changes, the one that is always innocent, divine, and eternally youthful, and almost the one part of yourself that is constantly regenerating, the part of yourself that no matter what you've been through, it's like you are that warrior. You are that warrior that comes out stronger and more vibrant and more beautiful the more that life shapes you. And there's like a little dove sitting on that branch there with this little child, and to really just bask in the joy and the beauty that this life has to offer. Allow the solar energy to bring the treasures that it wants to bless you with, the miracles it wants to bless you with, and just truly having that trust like a child trusts and doesn't have too much investment in the past or the future. As we get older, we get more tied up in those imaginal illusions, you know? The past is just a dream, the future never comes, and all our power is here in the moment, and you're in that energy of the moment with the magician. And a child, they don't think too much about the past or the future. They're more present-centered, and that's what I'm seeing your energy shift into from this Eight of Cups. You're like, okay, I'm going to leave this rubble on the floor, you know, emotionally, of what I don't want to carry, that heaviness that I've, you know, that had been coloring my reality. You're allowing that blue sadness to turn into the vibrancy of the golden sun of your true essence, which is love, bliss, peace, happiness, joy, total fulfillment now. No matter the outer circumstances, no matter the outer appearances, you are that I am consciousness experiencing life, and thus releasing your identification with thoughts, with beliefs, with feelings that are always going to arise. And they are always just our compass, leading us back to ourselves, giving us information about our vibrational state. And when we can use that more as information and less as taking things personally, or even any behaviors anyone does towards us, that's also just past imaginal acts or states that we were in that are then flourishing. When we can just see that for what it is, tie it back to beliefs that we may have thought were true and that we might wish to change, then we can come into the present and decide, okay, what do I want to experience now? I want to experience harmony in all my relationships. I want to experience interconnection and interdependence. I want to experience divine love blossoming within me and outside of me. I want to experience support, and I want to experience, you know, passion for life, passion for my craft, passion for existence. And I want to experience miracles. I want to experience success, and I want to experience good fortune and the wealth and the richness that I am, because I am spirit experiencing itself. So there's nothing I need to do or prove to be wealthy, to be worthy, to be accepted. The only proof that I source is from inside me. And when you know that with this magician energy, you'll see the miracles are just going to happen like that. And it's like time is also an illusion. Yes, there's this idea of divine timing, but it's like, when are you ready? You are the creator of your reality. When you have that conviction of this is so, it is so, and it is done. And you don't need to think about it anymore. You don't need to go to spinning down the rabbit hole of tarot readers, wondering where your divine masculine or divine feminine is, or where your counterpart is, where your soul flame is, your, you know, twin ray. You have to just decide for yourself that it's done, and then live as it is done. Go on with your life, continue to, you know, create your passions and live that life of passion, because oftentimes our divine counterpart that we're praying for and we're calling in, they're on fire with their purpose. They're doing what they came here to do. They're successful, they're wealthy, they're attractive, they're magnetic. So tune into self and ask yourself, am I being that? So that my counterpart can recognize me, because they're going to be a mirror of you. If you're still working through this Eight of Cups and in that sorrowful energy, feeling sorry for yourself, or like, where the fuck is my person? That's not necessarily living from the state. That's thinking of the state. But you have to like live from that state where you're on fire with your purpose. You're not obsessing over where your love is. You are living the love that you are, and then the love outside of yourself comes naturally. So I love this. I love that you are empowered and you are in touch with your soul essence. And I see wishes coming true. Then we have abracadabra, fantastic fortune and lucky chances. And we have safe and happy travel, protection from harm when journeying. You could be doing astral journeying, like connecting with your person or with a love interest in the 5D, or even just with your soul flame. Because, you know, time doesn't exist. This reality is just a holographic dream. And so we can commune with anyone in the astral, in the 5D. So I see that you are protected and safe if you do that. And now is a very auspicious time to do that. This is a timeless reading, but I'm recording this when it is a Pisces a day after Pisces new moon. And this is the dark moon, where we plant the seeds and we create our visions and see them sprout and grow as the moon grows into fullness. And we just had a Hindu holiday, like revering Shiva, a couple days before on March 8th. And I don't know how to say it, so I don't want to like butcher like how it's said. I think it's like Shivartri. I'm not too sure, but it's this auspicious time of the year where it is said that the Kundalini energy and the pranic energy are most like accessible to go inwardly and meditate and receive, psychic guidance and just communion with the divine. And I believe that, I don't know if it always falls on March 8th, but it did this year. And basically people in India and of the Hindu religion or spiritual tradition, they stay up all night to commune with the energies of Shiva, which he is not only the great destroyer half the time, but the other half, he lives life as an ascetic or a hermit, a recluse, like in a cave, basically meditating. So with that, I feel like going within and meditating is going to bring you more strides than it would be constantly, looking outside of yourself or dwelling or wondering when someone's going to make a move or whatever. Like, you just live your life, sweetie, and you be that flower, and the bee is going to come and say what's up, okay? You don't need to ever, like, force or control anything, and that's what I think you're really, like, you're really putting into practice in your life. I see a lot of embodiment in this spread. And so you could also be possibly preparing for a journey. Maybe you're about to travel or something like that. But I see that you're protected in that. And then abracadabra with wings. Abracadabra is that, again, goes back to that I am consciousness. Abracadabra is like, I speak and it is so. So pay attention to what you're speaking out into the universe, and it will be so. And notice, too, the times where you have a thought and you don't think too much about it, and you're not too attached to it, but you think it, and then it happens, maybe for better or for worse. It could be something like, oh, I'm going to set this here and it's going to fall down. And you don't necessarily want that to happen, but you think that, and then it happens. And it's those little things in life that really show us how much of a dream all this is, just being created by our consciousness. So the more that you do that consciously, the more that you'll see that as you interact with your reality in a lovingly detached way. This is something my guides have been bringing to me to relate to, relationships or different aspects in my life, to alchemize the energy to its most harmonious state and highest octave, to transform attachment into true, pure, unconditional love. Is like, hold on, where was I going with that? Let me just catch that thought again. Let me see if it'll come. It's there in my subconscious mind, but my conscious mind totally just went out the window. Goodness. It escaped me. Oh. Okay, so I was talking about tuning into the I am consciousness and noticing when you think something and then it comes about. So allowing yourself to notice what stories that you're creating, and not needing the story to be any different than it is. Allowing everything to be as it is, and then that will bring more fulfillment. Because truly accepting our current reality tells the universe, I'm totally fulfilled just how things are. I don't need anything to change. And then it'll bring more experiences that are that match to everything is divine. I'm so fulfilled right now in this moment, and you'll be a match to more of those experiences. Wishes come true, rapid achievement of your dreams and wishes. So as you be in this energy, look, and we have the sun again. Wow. As you be in this energy of having your wish fulfilled, using the law of assumption, reprogramming your mind so that you always assume the best for yourself. There's a practice by Neville Goddard, which is like, isn't it wonderful? And you say, blah, blah, blah. And you just like can be going about your life and you're just like driving your car and you're like, isn't it wonderful that everyone I like also likes me back? Or like, isn't it wonderful that it's so easy for me to talk to my crush? Isn't it wonderful that that I have harmonious relationships within me and outside of me? Isn't it wonderful that I'm always having conversations with interesting people who also find me interesting? Isn't it wonderful that life is just flourishing for me? Isn't it wonderful that, you know, I'm living my passions and get paid for doing what I love? Isn't it wonderful that, yeah, and you just go on like a whole rampage with, isn't it wonderful? Or there's another one I've been using, what is it? I like to say, why is it so easy? Why is it so easy for me to blah, blah, blah? So asking a question to the universe can't not answer that. And you asking things almost as like creating your future self or your future life in that way, like, why is it so easy? The universe is going to, and the subconscious mind is going to bring up more times where it was easy for you to fall in love. Maybe you, for example, there could be this with this Eight of Cups energy, belief that it's hard to attract love. It's hard to, you know, talk to your crush, or it's hard to whatever it is. Or it's hard to let go of the past, something like that. We'll start to reframe that. Why is it so easy for me to let go of energies that are dense and that don't feel good? Why is it so easy for me to, you know, be in communication with love interests who I find fascinating? Why is it so easy for me to spend my time doing things I'm passionate about every day? You know, let's say you came from this energy where you don't really feel like you have much energy or much tools to like really do what makes your heart sing. That's just a story. So you can reframe that story and start saying, why is it so easy and isn't it so wonderful? So those are really awesome practices. And I see you're already on the path. You're already walking the path. This is just a little extra encouragement and a few more tools for anyone who may need them out there. Ooh, I love this. So let's see what the angels have to say for the collective in la la la. What do the angels want to tell you? Let's see. Okay. Yes. Let's see. We have be supportive. Make a genuine effort to show that you care. And then bottom of the deck, love is all around you. There is love everywhere all the time. Acknowledge this is true. And yes, we can rationally acknowledge it's true, but to really let it in, like let in the love that saturates the air that we exist in and that we breathe. Let in the love that came into every single physical product in the world. Someone had to have dreamt it up and created it, and there must have been a lot of love and passion going into that. Let in the love of, like, you know, the simple things, the sunlight on your face, the water hitting your body in a warm shower, the taste of food in your mouth, how each sip of water is that crystalline energy, crystalline living waters coming in to baptize your inner realms, and how we're, you know, 70% water, blessing your water before you drink it. To get out of any rut, energy with this Eight of Cups is just like blessing that water and allowing it to just renew you by saying your intention, using the water as a spell, drinking it in, it becomes you. Be supportive, make a genuine effort to show you care. Interesting. I'm seeing Archer energy, so like Sagittarius energy with this card. It is number 45, that makes a 9, so it's like You're on this culmination aspect to like a whole new reality I'm seeing with the world. And you are so, so strong. I see you as such a strong and passionate and inspiring. I feel like other people are really inspired by you. Because I think people have seen you go through a lot of times that were not so easy. You came up stronger. You came up more empowered. You're in your glow up season right now is what I'm seeing. And you're just like riding on the wings of spirit into your highest timeline. Straight up. I see so much growth and blossoming, and like you just don't have no time to waste on the old and outdated. You're just like, okay, I'm moving forward here. And this angel, this fairy, I see her as is like gazing up at this angel. Wow. This definitely makes me think of Sagittarius. Could be communing with the Sagittarius, or that could be you. But look at him with his rainbow wings. And then he has the bow. And he already shot the arrow. Wow, the arrow also makes me think of arrows. So this kind of reminds me of Cupid. Cupid's been coming lately for me as a guide, and you could feel like you've been shot by Cupid with like the adoration that you feel for someone in your life. And it's showing just like, you know, to transform any fear that you may feel towards those that you like or love into appreciation. To just like appreciate someone for who they are and not need anything from them, not need any validation or proof or anything that, you know, the feelings are reciprocated, but just appreciate them as a child of spirit and as like just that amazing, fantastical person that you see them as. And you'll see the energy truly shift from the inside out, to where there's less possible, you know, anxiety about things. Maybe if you're more anxiously attached or avoidantly attached, that element of appreciation can really tune you into that secure attachment where you can just allow the attraction that you feel for another to course through your body and rever that as your own. We don't really need to make it so much about the other person. And if it's meant to be, then it will be, and there's nothing that can stop that. So just being in that total flow and divine trust with the universe is what I'm seeing here, especially with this world card. You just let the divine do the work. You do you, boo, and the bees are going to come and flock over to you. I kind of want to get a little more insight into the Six of Wands. Who's the Six of Wands? Wow, the Chariot fell out again as I shuffled the deck. So it could be a Cancer. But I see this person because I asked specifically about them. They're charging towards you, girlfriend or boyfriend or whoever you are. This person is like, they got their eye on the prize, and you're the prize, honey. Okay. Oh. I love this. Oh my goodness. You are this person's like literal dream person. They could even dream of you because we have the Nine of Cups. Look at that lustful, passionate, soulful energy there. She's just like, ah, all goo-goo-eyed up at him, and he's just like, oh my gosh. He's just like smitten. He's a smitten kitten, and so are you. And look what came out. Second confirmation of Sagittarius, Temperance. This is like, okay, I say I love every card in this deck, but like this is really one of my favorites too. We have so many of my faves in this spread. Temperance, baby. So this is Sagittarius. This is someone who knows their worth. This is someone who loves to travel. And someone who is the alchemist, or the alchemist of the tarot and the zodiac. And she's working with those living waters, like what I was just talking about. And, you know, she has one foot in the water, one foot on the land. So again, bridging the spirit to the earthly. And I love her. She's such a goddess. Like, look at her. I feel like this person sees you as just the ultimate dream girl, or the ultimate dream man, whoever you are, the ultimate dream person. And again, she has her eyes closed, just like the World card. And it's almost like the more that you focus on yourself, the more that you channel and funnel your energy into lighting yourself up by just truly seeing each new day as the divine miracle it is. I know life can get really real sometimes, and like sometimes it can feel like a chore to live, straight up. But when we're in that essence frequency of like the fucking miracle it is to, I shouldn't cuss on the, I know they're like kind of strict with the guidelines, but like the freaking miracle it is to be here on this, I'm going to quote Carl Sagan here, dust suspended in the sunbeam. We're a dust particle suspended in a sunbeam here. And we get to experience this whole dream of life. Yeah, we gotta pay taxes. Yeah, we gotta, make it in this capitalistic world and all that. But at the same time, there's divine love. There's joy. There's song. There's dance. There's art. There's music. There's so much pleasure for the senses and pleasure for the soul here. And I feel like you're tuning into the simplistic aspect of what it means to be joyful and truly fulfilled. Look at how fulfilled she is there, just communing with the waters in her lonesome there. And not lonesome, but like she's ecstatic to be there with herself and the waters, and just like relishing in the nectar and the beauty that each moment has for her. And this ties into this card where it says, love is all around you. Look at her just soaking up all that love there. Yeah, that's who you are. That's what you are doing, I'm seeing. So I did ask too, I was asking about this person, but it's almost like Spirit keeps wanting to direct the energy back to you. But this person could be a Sagittarius. They could be more in tune with the divine feminine energy within them, as far as their qualities. They could be someone too who's very fiery and passionate and loves to experience life. Loves to like have that kinesthetic, like felt experience of the sensations is what I'm seeing. And could be a nature spirit as well. Someone who really likes nature, likes to spend time in nature. This is someone who like totally adores you. If you don't know this yet, they're coming in. And they're going to tell you that. I think in the past they've been kind of scared and feeling like up in their head about it. Maybe because they don't know if the feelings are reciprocated by you, but look, they have their inner vision. They can't like avoid the attraction or the feelings anymore. Lovers. You are on their mind, and they're kind of like in this energy of they have to make a move. And you could already be in communication with this person. If so, then you're both working on breaking down those barriers communication-wise and truly learning what it feels like to be vulnerable with another and to open your heart to the universe, to the universal song, and to each other. Learning that you are beautiful because of your imperfections, because of your perceived imperfections. Often those are the things that make someone just adore us even more. And I see you're really making peace with all of who you are and allowing yourself to usher in this next chapter by that I am consciousness of love, bliss, and it's really, really beautiful. Wow. What else should we ask? What do you all want to know? I wonder if you could beam me a psychic message of what you want to know and I can ask that question. What else would be helpful for you? Because I already see you're walking the path. Like there's such goodness here for you and coming to you. How about we ask about the connecting energy? And I'm going to use this little oracle here. What energy is connecting the collective here in love, please? What is the connecting energy? Please show us what is the connecting energy for these two lovebirds. Neptune, interesting, and Pisces. So we're in Pisces season as I record this. Take in mind this is timeless, so whenever you see it, we'll have a message for you. But Neptune is Pisces' ruling planet, so what connects you both is like, I think you're both dreamers. You both are attracted to the mystical and fantasy and the occult and the hidden. You're both like very evolved spiritual beings. You both love to read between the lines, and you're very intuitive and psychic. I think you're both really also sensitive to energy, because I see both of you like kind of solo in all of these cards. I think you both need a lot of alone time, and I think you both are really in tune with like the energetics. You could be very telepathic with each other as well. For example, dreaming of each other, having visions of each other. You know, maybe your beloved comes to you in your meditations or dream time. And wow, you both are so connected to spirit, because I see this Neptunian energy, which makes me think the divine masculine, because I see a masculine energy, elf spirit, like looking up towards the sky. So he's like communing with the other world and like opening his heart and his body as like a channel to receive that divine information. And then you're here. I'm almost seeing dragon energy in this card. You're kind of here in these watery realms, and it makes me think that you're also very connected to the divine in that world card there floating in the stars. But this is almost making me think of like rainbow serpent energy with the Pisces card. And so you could be, oh, you know what? I just realized those are two fishes actually and not dragons. So one or both of you could be a Pisces, could have Pisces in your chart, doesn't have to be. Oh, very interesting. Neptune is number 21, Pisces is number 12. So you two are mirroring each other. This could be, you know, that divine union, soulmate energy, twin flame energy. I think, let's see what else. Well, what wanted to come through is that, you know, you both could struggle possibly with codependency, or like, because one of the archetypes of Pisces is the mystic or the martyr. You either like grow from what you've been through and go into that gnosis, that direct communion with spirit, to like shed old skin and become a more empowered version of yourself, or you let what you've been through like allow you to sink, as it were, and like turn to addiction and things like that, and almost like martyr yourself, and forget your divine power of like growing out of anything. So that's just something to be aware of, especially with this temperance card, because it is about balance. It is about not overdoing any one aspect of life. And I think when you stay in that, you know, framework of discipline or devotion really to your path, then the discipline becomes easy because you're devoted to something greater than yourself, and thus you're not going to allow your ego to sabotage you. Wow, and then under that we have Aries. So again, with that fire energy, you could be fire and earth connecting. Okay, let's see what else I want to pull. I want to pull a mermaid card. Where are my mermaid cards? Okay. Oh, dears, I'm so excited for you. Your wishes are coming true. You've done so much hard work here in the physical. Let's see what else Spirit wants to say. So it says, watch your thoughts and explore your options. So like I was talking about the magician energy and the sword, the element of the, you know, mind, doing that subconscious mind work and watching your thoughts. You know, when a thought comes up and it's not preferable of what you want to create, see it for what it is, cancel that out. Literally say to yourself, cancel, cancel, and then narrate something in your mind that feels better for you. It's important to only think about what you desire, not what you fear. And sometimes that's a tricky situation in love, because it's like when we don't know much about the person that we like, and it's just like those watery Neptunian Pisces energies where it's just like fantasy and what's a dream and what's an illusion, what's a delusion, you know, and what are we projecting onto another. And then it's like, it can subtly, the ego can come in and be like, you know, making us think about what we fear. Oh, what if they reject me? Oh, what if I'm abandoned? Or things like this. And it's like catching ourselves when we do that, because when we're living in that state, we're not living in the wish fulfilled, we're living in the non-wish fulfilled. So catching that and just saying, you know what, I softened into the full acceptance of my feelings, that I have these feelings for this person, and I, you know, appreciate them for who they are, and I can relate to them lovingly detached. Always come back to that essence vibration of love, because that will just, isn't that all anyone wants as a human, is love? You know, that's like the root of so much of our demise, is that we feel like we don't have, or we can't have the love that we already are. It's making me think of this quote by Neville Goddard that he says, don't go seeking for that which you already are. So be that love and allow your thoughts, watch your thoughts lovingly and reframe them in loving ways. Then it says explore your options. Look at other possibilities. It's a good time to make a change. So again, that's coming from that Eight of Cups into a possibility of further expansion. You don't have to stay here in a rut or feeling like you're stuck or blocked or stagnant or, you know, anything like that. You can just allow yourself to flourish and trust. If you're in this place of, you know, or you've come from this place where not much was moving and it seemed like there were roadblocks or whatever, like, life 100% always changes back into expansion. It's just a matter of when we decide that we're ready to, you know, pull up our pants and really tell the universe that you're ready for something new by shifting your actions. You gotta get into another state, go for a run, you know, go hula hoop or go paint or go sew or, you know, crochet, whatever it is, go play basketball. Go rock climb. Go climb a mountain. Go jump in the river. Do something that's going to change your state, and you'll see that things really are lining up for you 100%. It says stay optimistic. Your dreams are coming true. Don't quit right before the miracle occurs. Oh, I love this so much. Look at you dreaming up your beautiful dream life, and here it is. There's the path beckoning you towards it. So, dears, this is what I have for you today. I'm so grateful to commune with you as your oracle in my little portal space within the cyber webs, and I'm sending you so much heart light, dears, until we meet again.